All right, guys. Here we go with Pioneer Bay. Start with hole one. Trying to avoid playing multiplayer right now, so we're going to try to get the first three holes of Pioneer Bay posted tonight. So hope you enjoy this. But Pioneer Bay, definitely a tough course. Been putting this one off. There's some tough eagles to get, but here we go with hole number one. So my normal play, I think a lot of people maybe take a different route than me. A lot of people probably go just this middle route somewhere in this area here. I like to go through this gap here with the PD, with the Beast in most winds. I just kind of aim in the middle and shoot for that gap. Every once in a while, you might get stuck behind the rock or behind the tree, but you're still going to always pretty much have a shot at the green. A lot of times, I'm going to slide out down onto the sand, though, and have a more open shot. But we're going to try to make this. It's a tough shot to make, and it's a little risky throwing the glide skip, just because you can end up pretty far past the basket. This one's going to catch that tree and end up within putting range. Usually if I'm doing this play, I power down my glide skip a little bit just to make sure I don't go too far, but it still gives me a long shot at an ace or an eagle. But again, just take the Beast, middle chevron, kind of in the middle of those trees and just shoot for that gap there. Unless I have a big tailwind, again, that one gets a big kick off the rock and I still am short of the water. So typically don't have to worry about, try to power this down just a little bit. This is what I normally will do. I don't want to fly by the basket, but I also want it to skip up and give me at least, almost, at least a look at the eagle. I don't get that skip in very often, but every once in a while I might get lucky. And I like to at least give it a shot. If I really want to play it safe, I'll throw like a glide roll or maybe a water skip just to give it some ground play up there, just so it doesn't skip too far by. But I feel like I've gotten the play down with the skip drive. Again, here's getting down onto the sand. Unless there's a big tailwind, I don't have to worry about it going in the water. And we're going to power down this triple B. Get in there. Oh, the Blue Beastie Bomber, or whatever I called it. So again, this is a tough eagle to get, but there are easier ways to get it, and I'll get into that here in a little bit. But I wanted to maybe find, here we go, we got a big tailwind here. So this is one I'm probably not going to, I'll either throw the roll sapphire like this, or I'll just still take the PD and just power it down a little bit, just to make sure I don't go long. Definitely don't want to throw full power with this wind if I'm throwing the PD. If I'm throwing the roll sapphire, then I can throw that full power, but sometimes I'll get stuck up top. So that one is almost too much. Still fair though, still in bounds. If you want just a safe throw, this is a glide roll rive. And just trying to get up there next to the basket and then stop. Don't have to worry about it going too far by like that. So if I'm really just wanting to make sure I stick around the basket, then I'll throw the glide roll. And then if I get a big headwind, I'm going to disc up a little bit to the glide sapphire just to make sure I get a little extra distance. Still, even if you end up on top of this hill anywhere, it's not as easy, but still you can get up there and get the birdie just fine. So I'm going to throw skip. I'm going to throw full power just because of this big headwind. This is the skip rive, the glide skip rive. And you can see, don't have to worry too much about that one going too deep with that big headwind. And that's pretty easy birdie hole. But if I get a big tailwind like this and I'm down a stroke, or I'm just trying to show you guys how to eagle, then I'll do a big Anheuser flex shot, try to skip it off that bank right there, and you can carry it over. See if we can get this one of these to drop. If I can't get it with the glide skip rive, I think I have an easier way with the water skip, but we'll see how we do with this one first. This is going to be the Vandal. Tree. Oof, that would have been cool off the tree. I got this in multiplayer the other day. That was pretty sweet. I don't even normally go for it very often, but this is the exact line I used the other day when I got it in multiplayer. I was down, so I figured I might as well try. And this is the danger. You don't want to go too far. That's going to fly right into the water. But if you get a big, that's not a big tailwind. Here we go. You get a big tailwind like this, and you're down some strokes, big flex shot, try to hit that gap and land on land. There we go. Get over there. That's going to be a nice shot. Dang, thought I'd get up a little higher, but still 193, that's makeable. That's the thing. It's a huge risk to try to get over the water, and even if you do, you still have quite a ways. Unless, get in there. Oh, that's way short. There is a way to get a little closer, and I'll show you that here in a second. So there's the birdie. Didn't get our eagle. So I switched bags a little bit. We're going with the gold big skip water skip. So if you get another big tailwind, you can still do the same type of shot. It's not going to carry as far, but it's still going to skip you into the middle of the water and then get a couple of skips, and there you go. So that's kind of the best way to get an eagle on this hole. So if you happen to bag a big skip water skip driver, then it is possible to get up here quite a bit closer. This is not a spot I'm used to throwing, so this is going to take some. Oh, get in there. Oh man, just short. We'll get it though. Just been playing around a little bit with this skip water skip and realized I can get a heck of a lot closer with this shot than I could arrive. Just like that. That actually didn't even hit the water at all, so that's about the same as I can do with the glide skip rive. 231. Not the closest, but we're still going to give this a go with the Vandal. Get over there. No, right into the tree. All right, let's see how close. Another big wind here. Aim up in this area, big anhyzer. Try to skip on land once, get out in the middle of the water. Go, go, go. That's not going to make it. Had the idea right, but just didn't quite get a big enough carry before the skip. I think it might have caught some bushes on the landing. Let's try this again. This looks better. Get down to the bottom, and then, oh yeah, this is going to be about as good as you can do on this, I think. Get up there. What are we? 118. I mean, I don't think I've been closer than that. See if we can not ruin this. 118. Going with a piece here. Uphill. Oh man. You can tell I'm not used to throwing down there. A little more uphill than I thought. Missed to the right anyway. All right, we're going to get this one. Again, most times this is going to be a birdie hole, but it is possible to eagle, as you can tell. This one looks pretty good. About the same spot I can get with the glide skip rive, but 255 out. That's pretty good distance for the Vandal. I'm going to go. We got this big right to left wind too. Get in. Oh, wow. Just off the top with the beast. We're going to get it to fall one of these times. It was fun getting it in multiplayer, even though I'm pretty sure I lost the round. So that's the thing. Going for shots like this, you're only going for them when you're down anyway. So usually you're not going to win the round, but it's always fun to get a highlight out there that people aren't used to seeing. 252. Put some turn on this Vandal. Get in there. Oh yeah. That's the exact disc I got it with in multiplayer too. So let's try to get back to back. I doubt we're going to be able to. Got a one wind. I haven't really tried it in anything but big winds yet, but we're going to see how we can do with just a one wind, because I always try to get back-to-back eagles or aces for these videos. Looks like I'm going to get across, so I'm going to have a look. That would be sweet if I could get this one back-to-back. 260. Let's go with the Roll Sapphire. Try to go around these trees just a little bit. Get over. Oh, not a bad effort. That would have been sweet to drop that one in. We'll get our birdie, finish this video off. There's hole one, Pioneer Bay. Like I said, most often it's going to be a birdie play. Make sure you don't go long into the water off the tee, and pretty easy birdie. But it is possible to get the eagle. Good luck out there. Let's move on to hole number 2 of Pioneer Bay. And as always, thanks for watching me play some DGV.